I think it has evolved significantly in terms of the maturity of the organization, of the leaders, the organization, and the topics that you guys are beginning to really tackle. At the beginning, it was more awareness. It was more the pride aspect of having a sort of Latino Hispanic background. It has evolved more and more, which I think is the right evolution, and it's very much encompassed in your new mission and your aspiration as a to really make a difference and make yourself count and have an impact in the in BD and the world at large, right? So you begin to look at opportunities for ambitious career opportunities to take your proper weight within BD and making sure that that is well transmitted from the outside to the inside, which I think is a big role, and we'll talk about it later with from a sales perspective, bringing the outside world in and the weight that the Hispanic community has outside as well. So I think we're beginning to tackle more significant topics, and I think the maturity of the different chapters and the leaders and the actions are beginning to mature more and more over time. So I really am. I have seen a definite evolution. I'm proud of that evolution, and there's more to come. I'm pretty sure that the best HOLA days are yet to come. I mean, there's certain common traits. First of all, there's diversity within the HOLA family, right? So to treat everybody monolithically would be a mistake. There's different colors, but there's certain aspects of it that are common that we can all bring to the table and add to our overall menu, right? And I think one of them is a sense of passion and a sense of investing. Whenever we invest in something, we're all in. We put all not only our brains but our emotions into it, which I think, if properly channeled, can make us very effective. That comes, I think, from some basic values at home, be it the family, community, religion. Sometimes that anchors a little bit that sense of duty, that sense of that it's not all about us, right? That we're part of a bigger community. So that sense of impact beyond us, this aspiration of advancing the world health, is not that distant to how I think there's a common understanding what the community aspires to, right? The sense of that passion. Well, I think the first thing is to we all see opportunities for improvement, but it starts with us, right? The sense of implication is and trying to drive a positive outcomes immediately raises our self-worth, immediately raises the sense of accomplishment, can be a role model for others to step up as well. Sometimes the hesitation is to that stepping up to a more visible role. Sometimes it's not natural for people, and I think if you make that initial step, can be a role model for others and a sense of accomplishment for yourself. I think it also gives you a sense of the broader impact that you can have, be it internally or externally. Opening it up to some external factors. We're now very involved with Alpha, for example, which is an organization that is we can talk about it later on, but that gives you visibility to the outside community, right? And learn from what can we do better, what is it that and bringing that in-house gives you makes you a deeper person, if you like it, because inputs come from the outside. You will be exposed to leadership challenges that otherwise you might not be faced. So also from a leadership perspective, and exposure to leaders within the organization that are broader than just your own unit, or wherever you reside across the enterprise and across the different functions. So I think those are all elements that I would suggest would be reasons why I would really, really support anybody and encourage everybody to be participants in HOLA, active participants in HOLA. Give two viewpoints here. One is some of the two variables that I really do think can change careers and really propel somebody is the sense of understanding that you need to be bold in certain opportunities and occasions, and when not to be bold. And what I mean is just more incremental in nature is what I mean. But you have to understand that you have to take risks at some point and be bold in your thinking, and that is what will explore more your leadership qualities. Always playing it safe will not necessarily push you to the limit. You can't do it for everything, right? You can't do it. That's recklessness. But identify 2 or 3 things where you experiment with your leadership capabilities by being very bold. Not reckless, but bold, right? That would be one thing. And the other component would be enrich your experiences. So really add on. I always get the questions of what should I do now and then. To me, that's less important. That you're always thinking about developing new muscles in your new experiences. If you haven't had people management experiences, add that experience. If you look at my own career, it really is a lot of different experience sets that have made me, right? Different geographies, for example, exposure to different cultures. It also different businesses that have different profiles. When I was with Eduardo in diagnostic systems, a very different approach to an MDS business that is an operational juggernaut, for example. So your exposure to different environments, different challenges, and then different functions. I started in the finance function, and I ended up in general management via marketing. That has enriched me. That these careers nowadays that are completely vertical are very rare. You have to have different. That makes you a more rounded leader, a 360 leader, if you like. So those are the 2 things that come to mind. So I'll contrary to what most people think, what defines you is not your successes. It's more, and that's when you truly learn, is in your failures. And picking yourself up, understanding, learning from them, not being beaten down, but truly learning. So I'm not saying ignore your failures. On the contrary, fully embrace them, because you will learn a ton about yourself, other people, what worked and what didn't work, and then you can apply it for future opportunities. But mostly, it's that sense of resilience, of learning, that has it from anybody that I can see, and I'm proud of their careers, have been able to learn and overcome the difficult moments. That's when you truly learn. So shying away from difficult situations because you might fail is a fundamental error that people do in developing their careers. Because it's not about the fact that you will fail, but more what you do with that. I think that's the most important portion of it. To really consider getting involved with these, one of the ARGs, obviously, be great for it to be HOLA. Whether you have that background or not, do you want to? You have the curiosity to learn more about it? I think that would be great as well, because it can do both good for yourself in terms of your own enrichment and leadership and exposure in the organization, but at the same time provide a role model and an opportunity for others as well to help themselves. Ultimately, you have to help yourself all we're trying to do with this HOLA, and you have the opportunity to do that as well, is give that opportunity for people if they want to help themselves, that they got a pathway, that they got a way to do that. That's ultimately what we're trying to do here with these RNG, in the sense that obviously everybody counts. Everybody counts. Everybody has got talent. Everybody's got aspirations in the future, and why not you? Why not you, right? And one way of developing that, or developing the opportunity for other people, is through an ARG like HOLA.